President Joe Biden has dropped out of the race for president. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Katie Jeffries in for Riley Phillips. The announcement coming via a letter posted on the president's social media platforms. In it, he wrote, quote, "I have decided to not accept the nomination and focus all my energies on my duties as president for the remainder of my term," end quote. He also went ahead and endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris to be the party's nominee for president. This coming weeks before a virtual roll call was supposed to take place, officially nominating Biden as the Democratic candidate. Now, we do have team coverage tonight. In minutes, our political analyst, A.G. Gankarski, will dig into what this means for the Democratic Party. But first, Zach Wilcox is on your side. He is live from the Duval County Democrats headquarters on Jacksonville's South Bank. So, Zach, this was a couple weeks ago, a lot has changed. What has happened since? Tell us what you're hearing today.
Yeah, Katie, I figured when we found out the news about Biden, we would come here first as the first thought that came to mind here in St. Nicholas. We were here 3 weeks ago when they announced this would be the Biden-Harris headquarters for Duval County, but we actually drove right past it when we were trying to find it because it looks a lot different now than it did 3 weeks ago when they made that announcement. There were flags everywhere with Biden-Harris. They had Biden-Harris cookies that they were handing out. There were signs inside, signs in the doorway. None of that out here now. They've already flipped the sign around, but I did talk with the Duval Dems chair, Daniel Henry, who mentioned that it'll be just a matter of time before all of that is rebranded and they'll be ready to continue rolling as well. He mentioned he's already got his ticket for the DNC. He's heading to Chicago, and he's also going to be a voting delegate as well. And he mentioned that he intends to vote for Kamala Harris, as he imagines most of the voting delegates will. So he's pointed out that they're going to do a rebrand here and they're going to continue their efforts moving forward. And I did ask if this does change anything for them over the next couple of weeks, couple of months leading up to the election. I also reached out to the GOP chair here in Duval County, Dean Black, to see his thoughts on Biden dropping out.
I think the only thing that it changes is maybe the person that's at the top of the ticket. And I'm looking forward to not only bring the last couple weeks to a close, but also to energize and organize people around our mission.
The truth is the Democrat Party is imploding. They're a circular firing squad. But the Republican Party, we've never been more united.
Katie, when we were here 3 weeks ago, folks were coming out of here in droves with the Biden stickers, the Biden-Harris campaign flyers, everything under their arms, taking them out. So they're going to have to replace all of those, of course, but Daniel Henry did mention that they will be rebranding this hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Once they do find out who Harris's running mate will be, that's when he said we'll start to see this look a little bit different. In St. Nicholas, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.
Well, tonight, Republicans saying that President Joe Biden is not fit to serve. Former President Donald Trump doubling down on his attacks on Biden following the announcement that he is dropping out, posting on Truth Social that Biden was not fit to run for president and not fit to serve. Meanwhile, reactions from our local leaders have been pouring in, much of it along party lines. Senator Rick Scott released a statement saying that the Democrats, quote, "hypocrisy knows no bounds," end quote, and that President Biden's announcement changed nothing, though he, quote, welcomed the news. Now, Representative Angie Nixon thanked President Biden for his service in a message posted on X. Representative Aaron Bean said in a message on X that Biden should resign the presidency immediately because, quote, he is incapable of performing his duties, end quote. Also on X, Florida Democratic Party Nikki Chair thanked President Joe Biden and said that the Democratic Party must defeat Donald Trump. And Governor Ron DeSantis focused on Vice President Kamala Harris in a message posted on X saying that she was complicit in a, quote, cover-up when it came to Joe Biden, and said that the, quote, border czar during the worst border crisis in American history, end quote. Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan wrote in a post on social media that she is grateful for the work Biden has done and added that the Vice President Kamala Harris has her full support as the Democratic nominee.